Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Look, there's a lot of things, operationals that, it wasn't funding through the big, beautiful bill. Salaries are funded. But for instance, overtime waiver, people are capped out. People are giving back money when they're working because they capped out overtime. We need to lift that overtime cap waiver, and we need money to do that. Operational support, a lot of the targeting warrants that we do, we have a lot of smart companies that come in and go through various sensitive databases to try to find people that don't want to be found, right? A digital footprint. So we got a lot of these companies that supply targeting to our officers to go look for these people. That's been stalled. So when this reconciliation passes, that $70 billion will fund us to the end of the Trump administration. You're going to see targeting increase. You're going to see arrests increase. We're also going to be able to pay our vendors, our detention facilities, our medical contractors. So that means that we're going to do a lot more. We're already, making historic arrests under President Trump, as he promised the American people. But with additional funding, we're going to keep our foot on the gas and keep moving forward.
Hello, is this thing on?
Jesus Christ, what are you doing over there, old man?
No apologies, no safe spaces. This is Savaged Unfiltered. Just the cold, hard, conservative truth.
It's funny how everybody hates him on the left.
Yeah, it is funny, isn't it?
But then they don't realize that Obama gave him that medal, that presidential medal of honor.
Yeah.
And everybody loved him under Obama, and he was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Doing the same thing under Trump, and now everybody hates him because he's under Trump.
Shows
how ignorant people are.
Yeah, guys. So welcome to the show, guys. We got a good one for you. Tom Holman basically opening up with that analogy there of, becoming a nation of accountability. Whether you want to accept it or not, we should still honor accountability in this nation.
Sure.
And we need to, old man. We can't have people just coming into this country when they damn well please, okay? Ignoring our policies, ignoring our laws, ignoring everything that the Constitution is made up of. You just simply can't have that. I'm sorry. It might have worked for the previous administration with Joe Biden. I know damn sure it worked with Barack Obama. But the buck stops here with Donald Trump because he's not going to tolerate this shit.
When we start talking about accountability, the one thing that really just pisses me off is no one is ever doing anything about holding our elected officials accountable. These guys are running rapid. They're just running like a pack of rabid dogs.
That's right.
No one's holding them accountable. We always talk about, we got to hold the immigration and this and that. Yeah, we do. Yeah. But nothing's going to change if we don't hold these bastards in Congress accountable. They're just a bunch of rabid dogs running loose. And I've always said that, stop just looking at the Democrats. You need to start looking at the GOP too, because it's the whole Congress. All of them, both sides of the Congress, the House and the Senate. These guys are not doing what they've been elected to do. We didn't elect them to run the world. We don't have a country for the Congress, by the Congress, and that we don't. We're a government of the people, by the people, for the people, not our elected officials. And until that happens, and here we are, going into the second year of Trump's thing, and we don't have anybody arrested. No one's been held accountable for nothing.
No, and it's funny you say that because, we are now seeing MAGA becoming the new Republicans, right, for the American First only agenda. We're seeing RINOs in the Republican Party becoming the old Democratic Party.
Yep.
Okay. I'm talking about like stuff you would see like during like Nixon and maybe Jimmy Carter era.
Yeah.
You know who Jimmy Carter is, guys. He's the peanut guy from Georgia.
Yeah.
You know? Well, he's no longer with us, but when he was alive, they were known as the peanut guy because he
used
owned
to be the worst president in history until Obama
Joe Biden.
And Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Joe
Well, he was the peanut guy because he owned a small peanut farm in South Georgia. Okay, and I think he was like the most traditional president, even though I didn't agree with his policies. But this is the guy that, like, after his presidency, you know, normally they would buy like a huge mansion. This guy built and bought like a modern 3-bedroom ranch style house.
Yeah,
you know, he lived very traditionally. He didn't live like with luxury and all this other stuff because he didn't want it. That's the only thing that I admired of Jimmy Carter. The rest of his policies sucked, but
right. I mean, he sucked in that, but I never thought he was, you know, terribly bad.
Yeah.
Until the Iranian thing happened.
Yeah.
And that's what, you know, people don't understand. They're mad because we have, you know, Trump's in there dealing with Iran now, but Iran started it during the Carter administration.
Yeah.
You know, they over and that's, you know, that's history that people just are ignorant of. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
This accountability for our government officials, it's nowhere to be found. Look at the bullshit going on in the election for a city, for LA.
Yeah.
For LA. Look at the bullshit that's going on there. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I know Mel Gibson, guys, which we plugged this past Monday, guys, if you tuned in. Mel Gibson is literally sick of this whole Build Back Better bullshit. Does that ring a bell? I've heard of that before. Build Back Better. It's not a MAGA thing, folks. That was a Biden thing. And then Gavin Newsom inherited that. Oh, we're going to build back better for the state of California. We got to make Los Angeles good and prosper again. Okay, great. We're all for that.
You know, that talk just blows my mind because it's like, hey, asshole, who's been in charge all these years? You have, new scum. Why haven't you ever did anything about it then? They talk about, oh, well, we need to do this and we need to do that. We need to improve. Democrats have been in charge 75% of the time for the last almost 3 decades.
Yeah.
Don't tell me about what you're going to do to fix it. You're the reason everything's the way it is. You know, people.
Well, you notice, since we're on the somewhat of the topic here, folks, on the show, you know, you notice how they're so timid and somewhat hesitant of the term that comes up with illegal immigration. They never want to really go into it. You know, they don't want to deep dive into it all the time because that's their baby, old man. Like they oh, God forbid, we can't deport illegal immigration because that's their voting machine.
You're listening to the Savaged Unfiltered Show, exclusively on Spotify.
This past week, right? Yeah. Karen Bass surpassed fucking Spencer by like 47,000 votes. Where did that come from?
Exactly.
Where did that come from? Okay, and then all of a sudden you have, you know, Ramadama Ding Dong, the other woman, that literally just fucking passes Spencer? Like, what? Come on.
She is a nobody. Nobody even knew her. And, you know, people say, well, it's like, you know, this is why they take weeks counting ballots. Because they've got to print the ballots. They got to print all these ballots. It's just a big scam. And people that think it's fair are out of their minds.
Well, you know, since you're on, I hope you don't mind me getting into this because you just made a point. You know, there is a congresswoman down in Florida, right? Paulina. Is it Anna Paulina? I think that's I got her name. I'm making sure I get the middle name correct. Anna Paulina Luna, a very young congresswoman. Like her and Lauren Boebert are very close in age. They're young congresswomen, right?
Okay.
They actually have smarts, unlike the fucking dimbat up in Queens and Bronx, New York of AOC, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, we have to be inclusive. Oh, yeah, you know all that because you fucking came from a bar, lady. You know more about serving drinks than you do fucking serving policies.
Exactly.
You can't do that. But anyway, make a long story short. Luna from Florida basically said, how does a state with just as much population in the state of Florida versus the state of California basically have all their counts by the end of that time period during elections? How? The population in Florida is just as much as the population in California. How is it that Florida can get all their counts done accurately and correctly when the state of California says, oh, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Sound familiar what they did up in fucking Atlanta back in 2020? Yeah. Oh, water main leak here in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Come on. There's no fucking water main leak.
You know, I'm an old man. I've been watching elections since Eisenhower. I mean, these are how many elections I've gone through.
He's that old, folks, but go ahead.
And I mean, and this, the first, you know, when Trump ran the first time, there wasn't any of this. There wasn't any of this counting the ballots, you know. The election did, and the election was over at the end of the day, and Trump won. And that's when the politicians, the crooked, corrupt politicians went, oh, fuck. We need to change things now, or we are never going to win again.
That's right.
That's when all this corruption started. There wasn't late night ballot counting before that.
No, they never did that bullshit.
No.
I mean, even during the most corrupted president that we've had, probably would have been Nixon, because Nixon was pretty corrupted in his time. Yeah. I wasn't around back then, obviously, but old man, like, do you remember you're old enough to kind of remember Nixon's election. Do you remember them fucking taking hours upon hours to get the
when it was over, it was over. The East Coast, when midnight on the election day hit, the East was done, and then it just followed the time zone across the country. Up to the point when the West Coast on midnight on election day, it was done. That's it. It was done, and we knew who had won the election.
You know what doesn't make sense? They're coming up the Democrats, right? The demon rats that I call them. The demon rats, right? Hat tip to my buddy Dan Bongino down there in Florida, right? The demon rats, right? They're trying to make an excuse saying that there's just more ballots now that count.
Fuck that. What? That is such a lie. There's such a lie. There's not.
So why do states, like I mentioned, Florida, right? With Luna, Congresswoman Luna, saying the same thing. Why in states even like Texas, large populated states, Texas, let's do Montana, let's do South Dakota, let's do North Dakota. Shit will go to, well, Savage, they're all conservative states, okay? For all my fucking left-wingers that are probably listening to us, okay? Yeah, they're conservative states, okay? But you do also have bigger states, okay? Just about the same size. California.
They're still counting their votes and being done.
I mean, look at North Carolina. North Carolina is somewhat of a blue enclave. Not so much conservative, but blue enclave. They don't take as much time to count their ballots like fucking California. I mean, look at New York State. Mm-hmm. New York State and New York City, for fucking ever they take to count their ballots. Ever.
Yeah.
But why is that? Why is that? Nothing to see here, folks, right? Like the guy from The Wizard of Oz. Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what they're doing. They're waiting for cameras, okay? Media, whatever, to get done what they're doing. And then they go underneath the table and they take all the stuff.
Yes. They bring it all out from the woodwork. Yeah. Now there was a time in history that also showed about the start of the turn on elections, and that was when Al Gore was running against Bush, and the election came down to Florida. The election came down to Florida, and Bush won Florida, and Al Gore thought, he was saying no, that we need a recount in Florida.
I remember that. I mean, I was a lot younger than I am now, but I do remember somewhat of seeing that on the news.
So there was a big push to recount Florida, and lo and behold, it still came out that Bush won, barely won. But that would have thrown the election to Gore if he had won that. But the reason it didn't is because they didn't think about going and publishing and printing up all these Al Gore ballots. They didn't have a warehouse full of Al Gore ballots going, oh, we forgot to count these. We forgot to count these ballots. Yeah. No, they hadn't thought of it yet.
Yeah. Now, guys, I do want to get into this Senator Cotton from the Hewitt show just the other day, okay? Because he's going into, the corruption, okay, with these illegal immigrants that are tied to, them with the backlash of ICE and Border Patrol guys. I do want to talk about that.
Sure.
But I got to get a quick break, guys. Don't go anywhere. Up next, we're going to talk about this. It's going to get a little heated, guys. Just letting you know. I don't want to fucking melt anybody's fucking feelings, but it's going to get a little heated. Be right back after these short words. Don't go anywhere.
Savage Unfiltered.
Alrighty, guys. Heavy, gritty rock. Or fades into depression. You choose your day, guys. But you know how I choose my day every day? I choose my day with a delicious cup of Blackout coffee. That's right, guys. I love me some Blackout coffee. Right now, we are hooking up our listeners with crazy savings, okay? So before you scroll on your social media platforms or you just say, I'm done with this episode on Spotify, listen up, guys, because for all my Blackout coffee lovers out there, okay, and for those that are not aware of what Blackout coffee is, listen, guys, because this is the deal for you. By using promo code SAVAGE20 at checkout, we're going to give you 20% off your entire order. Okay? That's good. You know why it's good? Because we want you to stop drinking battery acid like Folgers and Maxwell House and switch over to Blackout coffee.
Yes.
Oh, man, it's bold, it's rich, it's flavorful.
It's smooth.
It's smooth. It is. And guess what, guys? You know what next week is? Next week is fight week at the White House.
Nice.
So when you're watching that fight, tell your sweetheart, your significant other, whatever the case may be, have them pour you some Blackout coffee and get patriotic, damn it. Really? Get patriotic.
Yeah.
Right? Why not?
Hold on a second.
What are you doing?
I got to take notes. I can never remember what I'm saying on here.
Well, as the old man is taking notes, okay? The mainstream media is going to spin it. The pundits are going to lose their mind. But you already know we're giving you the complete raw, bold, and patriotic flavor of Brutal Awakening, Two-Way Guns and Gadgets, my favorite blends of Blackout coffee. Head over to blackoutcoffee.com. Check it out today. Make sure you use that promo code, okay? And get some savings on us. Gotta love them. You done with your writing, old man?
Yeah.
He's writing something down. Blackout coffee, baby. I love it.
Blackout coffee. Yeah.
Anyway, old man, you were getting into this voter integrity
Yeah, the voter integrity thing is just if you want to get under the old man's skin, talk about voter integrity. I can't believe that we are worse than the third world nations. We are terrible at our voter integrity. I mean, we're the number one nation in the world. We're the biggest powerhouse in the world. And we fuck around with our voter integrity.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, voter ID, same day voting as we've always had, except for the last 2 elections. We always counted everything, but now we can't. Now we can't get anything done. And then all of a sudden we find, oh, look, here's 30,000 votes for the Democrat. There's no, there's no Republicans in these. How do you have
where'd they come from?
How do you have 30,000 votes that haven't been counted and not one fucking vote is for a Republican in there? See, that doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. That's not logical. And then you got the people on the left that are going, oh, well, see, they're more popular than they thought. No.
Well,
fucking people are cheating.
Well, here's something that's going to blow your mind, old man, okay? Because Senator Cotton put this video out here, and it is drawing some attention on Donald Trump's Rapid Response 47 Twitter X page. Okay, because I seen this the other day where he's basically going into saying for over 100 days, the Democrats tried to defund law enforcement. Remember that whole defund law? We got to defund law enforcement. First of all, that sounds asinine. I am not for defending law enforcement. Before I plug this video, guys, for you, okay, think about that. Defunding law enforcement, that opens up to channels of just crazy, chaotic crime. I should know because we are now living through a crime spree here in the city of Atlanta, okay, where we actually had 3, get this, guys, 3 different sets of crime on a MARTA train just this past month, all within like a week between each other, okay? 1 shooting and 2 stabbings, leaving 1 fatal, 1 injured, and 1 badly injured. The guy got shot in the shoulder. Luckily, he's going to live. The woman, okay, that was literally known to her community, okay?
Some elderly grandma.
Yeah.
Just living her life.
Yeah. Was literally, her neck was slit. And then this maniac stands over her and stabs her almost 20-something times.
Unbelievable.
And then I put this post out. I had Michaela put the post out in reference of what's going on here. Before I go, I know I'm going a little off the rails, but I want my listeners to understand, why defunding the police and law enforcement is stupid and absurd. My studio is literally just about right next to the Buckhead, Atlanta MARTA station. It's parallel to it. So as I'm walking into the studio this morning, I've noticed that they enhanced security. There's more police officers, MARTA transit police near the stations. I'm being also told that they're also on the trains as well.
Good.
And now they're deploying Georgia National Guard to tackle some of that. Thank you. Thank you, Brian Kemp.
Yes.
Thank you. Seriously. You're doing dual diligence to the city of Atlanta. Really.
Trying to keep his citizens safe.
That's right. Now, this is what Senator Tom Cotton has to say, okay, about this.
Okay.
Because he was joined with Hugh Hewitt, which is a podcast show, just this past week on June 8th, guys. Check this out.
It's savaged all day, every day.
To overcome unprecedented Democratic obstruction. Remember, Hugh, this all goes back to the Democrats' defund the police agenda. This time it's defunding our immigration police, the Border Patrol, and ICE. We offered even to compromise through the normal budgetary processes, for instance. But what did they insist upon? Like totally unacceptable conditions, like ICE officers could never wear masks. Well, Hugh, do you know why they wear masks? Because far-left zealots want to use facial recognition technology and AI to identify these officers, to dox them, and then to terrorize their wives and kids at home. Obviously, we would never agree to that. So what does Chuck Schumer and the Democratic Party have to show for themselves? Not only did we fund ICE to the end of this year, which is all we were debating earlier this year, we funded them now through the end of the Trump administration. So I'm pleased that we finally put that behind us, and that the brave men and women who are out there enforcing our immigration laws and securing our border don't have to worry about Democratic extremism for nearly 3 years.
Yeah, and I'm glad, old man, I am glad that they're funding this much-needed agency in the country today.
I am too.
Okay. And then the left will argue that, oh, why are they wearing masks? They shouldn't be wearing masks. Oh, you weren't fucking saying that 5-6 years ago when we were going through, fake COVID. You weren't saying, oh, we got to.
You know what else?
They were in favor of masks back then.
You know what else they don't say? They don't say anything about Antifa people wearing masks.
Yeah, they're hypocrites. That's all they are. They're hypocrites. Oh, we need them to unmask themselves. They're wearing masks, you simple-minded jackass, because they have to shield their identity because you're simple-minded lunatics.
Why
Hold
are
on.
the rioters wearing masks?
Yeah, old man. But listen, I know me and the old man are fired up, folks. But listen, they have to wear their masks because the lunatics on the left want to fucking dox them. Like Senator Cotton just said, they want to take their cell phones like this, old man, and they want to go like this.
Yep.
And they want to fucking take pictures of fucking license plates on fucking government vehicles. They want to follow them to hotels or residencies and say, hey, look, I found where this ICE agent lives, or he lives on that side of the city. Or
they have kids and all that stuff.
I mean, it really is disturbing where, I mean, I have friends, okay, that are independent journalists. I'm going to start off with my friend Caitlin Bennett down in Florida. Hat tip to you, Caitlin. Okay, she does the Liberty Hangout, right?
Yeah.
And she's like known for all those controversy of videos, where she asks people different questions. She's kind of like the female version of, Benny on the Block, like a female version of Benny Johnson, but she's like the female version of it. Okay, I also know independent journalists, okay, which I took a video from a gentleman that I know in Atlanta where they were, doing coverage for the shooting last week at Midtown Atlanta station. That was my buddy, actually. And they're, like I said, they're independent journalists, okay? And these people that I know personally, they say, Michael, these people are sick. That's all they want to do is they want to cause chaos and disruption in communities. They want to follow these people and everything. They do it here in Atlanta. I don't know if they do it where you're at, old man, but they do it in Atlanta.
I live next to Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
Of course they do it, yeah.
The Chaz District. Everybody remembers the Chaz District.
Yeah.
God, remember that? Oh, God, I'm glad they got that nightmare out of the way. But, yeah, I hear you. But it's something else, guys. It really is. Guys, stick around. I'm going to take my last break. Be right back after these short words. We're going to get into a lot more of what the deep state is trying to do leading up to these midterms.
Be right back. Don't touch the dial.
Adobe Firefly is the all-in-one creative studio with AI-powered image and video editing for today's creative process. Built for creators of every kind, Firefly helps you generate, edit, and experiment fast. Because the asks aren't getting smaller, the budgets aren't getting bigger, and the timelines, still tight. With all the best creative AI models in one place, Firefly brings your ideas to life. Unlock a better way to make with Adobe Firefly.
We're back. Let's get back into the deep dive.
Legal immigrants or illegal?
Yeah. Let me play that again for you guys so you guys can understand this here, okay? Because this is simple to understand here, okay? Really, really simple, guys, okay? It's a simple, yes or no. Simple yes or no. Check it out, guys.
Should illegal aliens receive taxpayer-funded unemployment benefits?
It's not an area of my expertise either. My concern primarily is
your organization
that I work with
promoted a petition telling Governor Newsom to sign AB 2847. This is your organization, the
Mr.
National
Chairman.
Day Laborers Organizing Network. AB 2847 will provide unemployment benefits to workers who are ineligible to receive unemployment insurance solely due to their immigration status.
Mr. Chairman, if I could answer your first question.
I'm asking
you didn't even answer the first question.
Should receive taxpayer-funded unemployment benefits.
Well, first off, I don't know what you mean by illegal aliens, but if you're talking about residents in the state of California, then the answer is yes.
People who entered our country illegally.
Oh, fuck him. He knows what he's talking about.
Reasons and
without documentation.
Residents in California.
Should illegal? This is a really simple question. Yeah. Should illegal aliens receive taxpayer-funded unemployment benefits?
I think people in the state of California should receive.
So illegal aliens should receive taxpayer-funded unemployment benefits.
Again, that's your word, and what I'm trying to get you to do, Congressman, what I'm trying to get you to do is to stop throwing around
trying to get 1,000
rhetoric
signatures.
Like this.
You only got 503.
Yeah, it's about signatures, old man. Okay, it's about signatures. That's all they want is signatures. Oh, I don't understand the term illegal. Illegal. It's a simple, maybe 10 or 12-year-old, okay, that pays attention to national history or something that's being taught, if they still teach that shit in school. God knows what, but
we did a show when you and I were talking about our moms, and I was alluding about, when I was in school. When I was in school, the teachers back then, if they would walk up behind you and smack you in the back of the head with like a ruler or something and say, "Pay attention." That's what they need in Congress. They need someone to walk up behind those guys, smack them in the head and say, "Pay attention," and answer the question.
Like the little old lady from Adam Sandler movies. Focus, focus, focus. Yes, she's got her fucking. Yeah. I was just, that was a little goof, guys. So, it was a little more hysterical, but we need a little old lady, in the focus,
But with a ruler.
But it's quite obvious that no, taxpayers shouldn't fund benefits for people who aren't here legally. Because we're not being mean, folks. Every nation in this world has either legal or illegal citizens, and it just doesn't apply to the home front here in America. For instance, I don't have citizenship in Italy. If I go to Italy and I overstay my welcome, meaning as a visitor, and I just say, fuck it, I just want to live here, and I don't go through the proper channels of Italy, the country and the government of Italy has the right to deport me back to the United States. Why? Because it's real simple, folks. Okay. And then fucking to the fucking the dumbass that doesn't understand fucking logic, that was in that video. It's real simple here. I'll break it down for you. Because I am an illegal of Italy. That means I'm not a citizen of Italy.
I can give you a real life example of that.
How hard is that to understand?
Real life example of that. Me and Grammy are coming from Paris, France, back into England. We lived in England for 2 years. We're coming back from Paris to England. We get stopped by immigration, and they look at our passports and they go, "You can't be here." What? No, you can't be here. Do you have a work visa? No, I don't have a work visa. Well, you've overstayed. You've overstayed. You can't stay here. You need to go home. And it's like, oh my God, because I'm there working. Long story short, England immigration said, "You've got 6 months. We'll give you an extension for 6 months, and then you better get your ass out of this country, or we're going to lock you up. We're going to lock you up."
Yeah.
Well, look,
it's real. That's real stuff right there.
It's ridiculous, but
because I was illegal. Yeah.
On to other stuff here. I wanted to cover this here because this is really going to blow your mind, guys. Okay, we're talking about illegal immigration. We're talking about a lot of different things. We're talking about law and order. Now to kind of switch gears here as we close. That the whole hermaphrodite community, I don't say transgender because they're transvestites, they're hermaphrodites. There's something fucking mentally wrong with them. Now they're making up a new pronoun called get this, old man. Tri-gender. Tri, not T-R-Y, but T-R-I gender.
Like
Tri-gender.
Like in Tri-Cities and that kind of stuff.
Listen to this. This is a video here, right? Which I had kind of Michaela put together here. Okay?
Okay.
Look at this here, guys. This hermaphrodite has 3 genders. 3 genders. 3 genders.
Is it hard to understand?
Yeah. What's the third gender?
Apparently, basic biology is hard for you to understand.
That's right. Excuse me, Mr. Peterson? Yes, teacher. How many genders are there? There's 2, sir. And what do they have? Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina, right? The little boy from Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. What's the third gender? Is there a fucking sex organ that I'm not well aware of? I mean, the last time I seen, I have a penis. The old man has a penis. My friend that was on here before, she has a vagina. What's the third gender?
What's the third gender?
What's the third organ?
Yeah. What
Does
is it?
Does it look like a lemon? Does it look like a fucking a pear? Am I seeing fucking leaves coming out of somebody's fucking area down there? I mean, what? I mean, did we break through a fucking scientific breakthrough in fucking human evolution where now we're growing a third organ down there? I mean, come on. This is psychoticness.
This is coming from the trust the science people that don't trust the science.
Oh, God. Oh, trust the science, right? But when it came to COVID, the science, there's different science with that. Come on. Come on, stop. Come on, guys. Ridiculousness. Stupid. Jesus. Idiotic garbage. Nonsense.
This is what happens when you close the mental institutions down and you let them go crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And look at them now here, guys. Okay. Yes, we're running low on time. I do apologize. But now they have a song that they don't want to be forgotten about, guys. Check this out. Like if we need more fucking chaotic theory in our country.
We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore.
Seriously, Queen? Are they literally fucking...
We got the right to choose it.
Christ.
There ain't no way to lose it. This is our life. This is our song. We'll fight the powers that be just. Don't think our destiny, 'cause you don't know us.
What the fuck?
Oh, man, we would be classified as having a mental breakdown because obviously we would be triggered by that. I'm not triggered, but I'm highly concerned for that video because those individuals are highly disturbed. Yeah. And what the hell is this? Like the fucking, that's like from that movie, like from Role Models with Sean William Scott when they're doing, that's right. That's right. The birds will fly. Right? What was it? Another movie with fucking Hannibal? Fly, fly. Fly, fly. Remember when Hannibal goes fly, fly? He does that. He goes fly, fly.
Fly, fly. No, it's, yeah, that's a, you know, I was told that the other day by some gay guy, you know, oh, here's a MAGA being triggered. I go, no, I'm not triggered. I just think you're a fucking moron. You know, there's no being triggered. You know, there's no being triggered. You know, you're just saying it. You know, that's just it. You state truth and now you're triggered.
Yeah.
But is when you state the truth, they go berserk.
Oh, they do.
They go crazy. They get violent.
That's right. They get absolute. I mean, yeah, you're right. Ape shit crazy.
Yeah.
Ape shit crazy. Right from the scene from Reese Witherspoon and Will Ferrell. Right, you're coordinarily invited when she goes, "What are we gonna do?" Monkey chaos, and she's like, monkey chaos. That's what they do. You know? Sorry, guys. I had a little fun with that, but that's what I see with the Democrats.
That's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. You know, they're the ones that get triggered. And it was like, you know, I hear that and I see that video. I'm thinking, boy, they fucked that song up.
Yeah, they did.
Morons. You're not going to take what? You know, what are you not going to take? And what are you going to do about it?
Yeah. Well, as we close out here, old man, Donald Trump putting this tweet out here on both of his socials, on True Social as well as X. And he writes, I have just been informed by our great military that last night the Iranians shot down one of our highly sophisticated Apache helicopters while patrolling over the Strait of Hormuz.
Apache helicopter.
I say Apache?
Yeah, you said Apache.
So, yeah, guys, it's a little off the topic, but breaking news. So, I mean, yeah.
Now, I think they got the pilots. I think they recovered the pilots. I mean, we rescued them, I believe.
Are you calling the president a liar?
No,
I'm just joking. I'm joking. No, but I mean, back to the topic at hand, you know, with the National Guard and police enhancement, like I mentioned earlier in the program here, with showing more police detail and security detail, especially with the World Cup coming later this week in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind cities doing this here, old man. Okay? Where you have a Georgia National Guard.
I wouldn't either.
Patrolling areas. And now this is literally right in downtown Atlanta, okay, at their Garnett station, right next to the famous prison that the fucking famous district attorney had Donald Trump literally photoed for his mugshot.
How are they
see the prison? That's the prison right across the street.
Yeah, how are they going to vent all these people coming for the FIBA? For the FIBA tournaments. How are they going to vent all these people?
I don't know.
I mean, you know, they got to. I'm just afraid, you know, there's terrorists going to be coming across.
Yeah.
You know, there's terrorists going to come.
Well, I mean, that's what we're trying to inform the Democratic Party, but they don't want to listen.
And then they're going to disappear, and we're not going to know where they're at.
Yeah, they don't want to listen.
Track all these people.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Be safe out there, people. And you know what? On closing, for me, the old man. If you see a patrolman out there, someone, you know, a National Guardsman, a patrolman, state, whatever, go up, shake their hand, and tell them thank you for their service. Thank you for your service. We really appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate you doing what you do, keeping me safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, please. Thank you. What all you do. And be safe out there. God willing. Guys, thanks for tuning in. And remember, guys, this Saturday, is still in the air. The reason why I say that is because obviously if you're listening, guys, today is Thursday, and we may have a show this Saturday or not, depending on my schedule and my traveling schedule as well. I'm actually going down. Sorry, I had to remember there for a minute. I'm going down to the state of Florida for some family business. So I may have a show on Saturday. I may not. Just depends. You know, but I'll let you know.
Yeah.
By letting you know, you'll know if this show is obviously dropped on Saturday or not. Because if you don't see it, that means we didn't do a show. Other than that, guys, take it easy, and we'll see you next time.
This has been a Truth Productions media episode. Thank you for listening.